Hello everyone. Today I'll be speaking about bridging the generation gap. Generation gap becomes a big problem in the family, society and the world today. Family relationships are broken and getting worse day by day due to generation gap. And this is mostly observed between children and parents, amongst youth and elder generation due to various factors. What do I mean by generation gap? Generation gap simply means the difference of ideology, perception, opinion, and personal choices of different generation, which leads to conflict and crisis between family members and the society at large. This generation gap has not only produced a rift in family relationship, but also created conflict in the workplace between the younger generation and the older one. Therefore, it is critically important for us to understand, discuss, and address the problems in order to find a possible solution to bridge the generation gap. Some of the driving factors of generation gaps are: 1. Lack of communication between the two generations is one of the most important problems we face today. For instance, parents are busy and spend most of their time in their workplace in order to earn a better living for the family and children. However, they forget to spend time, communicate, and try to understand what is happening in their children's life. On the other hand, children also do not communicate their parents what is going on in their schools, college, or in their personal life. They are more occupied with internet, social media and technology. It seems to me that they have forgotten the importance of family relationship and being social. This lack of communication in the family and the workplace increases generation gap. Secondly, there is a different perception of relationship between the two generations. For older generation, relationship of parents and children is the most important thing. However, for the younger generation, the most important thing for them is to find the new ideas, innovative ideas, personal autonomy and self-dependence. Hence, there is a sharp contradiction in the perception of relationship between the two generations. Thirdly, the fast movement of internet and new technology affects the relationship in the family and the society. The issue of the impact of internet on the education, health, social, economic, emotional, and morality, etc. This has raised several questions and has been debated at the family level and community level. However, it is important to understand and observe that internet and technology has its own advantages and disadvantages. Some of the disadvantages of internet are potentially harmful, which we all know that. This difference of opinions created a wider gap, leading to misunderstanding and conflict between younger generation and the old today. Fourthly, the cultural diversities, especially the belief and value system, does also have an impact on generation gap. For instance, the cultural system accepts nuclear family and encourages self-identity and personal autonomy in the Western countries. Whereas in the East, particularly in Asia, many generations live together and they support joint family. However, it discourages personal autonomy or self-dependency, which is part of their culture. But today, due to technological revolution, globalization, and exposure to different cultures, it has widened the difference in opinion that has caused the conflict between the younger generation and the old. So, what can be done and how can we bridge this generation gap? Well, first of all, I would say that none of the generation can be blamed for what they believe and how they perceive and live their life, because the world is changing so fast within the time and space. Number two, both the generations should spend more time, communicate and share their opinions, life experiences openly and more frequently. The difference of opinions and life experiences to any generation must be respected and nourished by both the older generation and the younger ones. Thirdly, it is very important for both the generation to appreciate and welcome new ideas, critical thinking and innovation with the change of time and space. Number four, the younger generation must be taught the importance of family relationship, moral values, justice and the truth. We are human and social being, and the older generation has to communicate these values to the next generation. The older generation, especially the parents, should be able to manage and understand and adapt with the change of time and understand their children's opinion towards different aspects of life. On the other hand, the children should also take a step towards acknowledging and embracing their parents' way of thinking and living. As a parents, what I would like to request and encourage to the younger generation is, allow your parents to share their experience, views, allow them to guide you, and finally you can rationally and wisely decide what to accept and not to accept. God has given us a beautiful gift of relationship in the family and society, which we hold so dear to us, and this can be cherished if the generation gap is bridged. And bridging generation will strengthen the bond of love and bring happiness in the families and our society. Finally, dear friends, according to the scripture, it says that the righteous declare that their purpose is to share the glory of God to the next generation. And it is written in Psalm 71:18, even when I'm old and gray, do not forsake me, O God, till I declare your mighty power to the next generation and who are to come. In Ephesians 6:1-3 says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it shall be well with you and you will live long on earth. From this very scripture, we can understand and see clearly that each generation are in great need of each other to complete the work that God has called us to do. Thank you very much once again for listening. Stay safe and God bless you. Bye bye.